When a team is on the brink of collapse, it takes a hero to step up and save the day. For Nebraska, that hero was junior running back Emmett Johnson, whose career-defining performance against Maryland became the stuff of legend. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this simply a breakout game or the birth of a new era for Nebraska football? Let's dive into the details and decide. In a game marred by turnovers and tension, Johnson emerged as the undisputed heartbeat of the Husker offense. His 196 all-purpose yards weren't just numbers on a stat sheet. They were the lifeline that pulled Nebraska from the jaws of defeat to a thrilling 34-31 victory. While Johnson had previously recorded a career-best 198 all-purpose yards against Wisconsin last fall, this performance felt different. It was a one-man rescue mission that lifted the Huskers to a 5-1 record, 2-1 in Big Ten play. Now let's break down the moments that made this game unforgettable. And this is the part most people miss. It wasn't just about the yards, it was about the timing. After Maryland deferred the opening kickoff, Nebraska's offense had a chance to set the tone early. Offensive coordinator Dana Holgorsen made his strategy clear. Run the ball, and run it hard. Johnson delivered immediately, with 3 consecutive handoffs netting 13, 11, and 8 yards. In less than a minute, he had pushed the Huskers deep into Maryland territory, sending a message that he would be a problem all afternoon. Though the drive stalled on a 4th and short, Johnson's early dominance laid the foundation for what was to come. On the next drive, Isaiah Hunter's 64-yard touchdown put Nebraska on the board, but it was Johnson's relentless effort that set the stage. Up 7-0, the Huskers looked to extend their lead in the second quarter. Holgorsen leaned on Johnson again, and he responded with gains of 5, 2, and 12 yards. As Maryland's defense adjusted, a play-action pass to Hunter drew a defensive pass interference, pushing Nebraska deeper into Terrapin territory. Johnson's consistency, 6 yards here, 2 yards there, kept the chains moving. Bold claim alert. A questionable offensive pass interference call on Johnson wiped out a touchdown pass to Dane Key. But Johnson didn't flinch. On the very next play, he caught a 10-yard pass on 2nd and 27, keeping the drive alive. Though Nebraska settled for a field goal, Johnson's impact was undeniable. By the end of 3 drives, he had amassed 69 total yards on 10 touches, powering an offense in perfect rhythm. As Maryland's offense surged with back-to-back touchdowns, the momentum shifted. Johnson's production dipped in the remainder of the first half and much of the third quarter, with just 43 yards on 7 touches. Entering the fourth quarter down by 7, Nebraska needed a spark. And Johnson delivered again. Backed up near their own goal line, he ripped off an 11-yard run on first down, breathing life into the offense. A screen pass that seemed doomed turned into a highlight reel play as Johnson weaved through defenders, turning a potential disaster into a manageable 3rd and 4. 4 plays later, Johnson authored the play of the game. Breaking 4 tackles and showcasing his balance and vision, he turned a routine carry into a 50-yard clutch run. That play set up a field goal, cutting Maryland's lead to 4 points with under 8 minutes left. The rest, as they say, is history. Nebraska's game-winning drive sealed the deal, but there's no question, Johnson was the MVP. Here's the controversial part. Was this performance a fluke, or the beginning of something special? Sure, it came against an unranked Maryland team led by a freshman quarterback, but in year 3 of the Matt Rhule era, moments like these are program-defining. Nebraska is now 5-1, ranked in the AP Top 25, and eyeing bowl eligibility for the 2nd straight year. Next week's matchup against Minnesota, the team that stunned them in Rhule's debut, offers both redemption and a chance to solidify their momentum. This team is healthy, hungry, and learning to win. For the first time in years, Nebraska football feels like Nebraska football again. But is this sustainable? Can Johnson maintain this level of play? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We're eager to hear your take on whether this is a new dawn or just a fleeting moment of glory. Stay in the loop with all things Huskers by bookmarking Nebraska Cornhuskers on SI. https://www.si.com/YouTube @HuskerMax1183 and visiting huskermax.com, https://www.huskermax.com daily.